We're in a monumentous euphoria. This is the Big Entrepreneurial Show. We help entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurial show. I'll do it one more time. Hey guys, James Sinclair here. This is the Big Entrepreneurial Show. It's called Backstage Business. We help entrepreneurs, business owners and leaders soar to success following my journey. And it's a monumentous occasion because we're into the 200s of episodes now. In fact, it's episode 201 and we thought we'd celebrate with a brand new intro. Let's do it. All of our decision making should be, how can I sack myself? How can I sack myself? Not that you want to sack yourself, but it makes you put a really good business in place. Magic happens when, if it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. So if you did your videos consistently, you wouldn't get anything happen for a day. You wouldn't get anything happen for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Like it's if you did a public speaking thing and put yourself out there, you do your first one, nothing's really going to happen, but you do 200 of them, get yourself into habit, say, yeah, I'll do it for you, yeah, I'll do it for you. The effect after doing the 200 of them is really great for the business. And I think the same of videos, like it's easy not to do it, but if you did do it, which is, it's really easy for you to do, isn't it? You know, it's an easy to do, easy not to do. And I just think if it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. If you can get that, you know, every time you make a decision, it's easy not to do it, but it's also easy to do it. But the effect of doing it lots and lots of times, and because you're not getting instant gratification, like, I know, mate, I've done all this video thing, nothing happens. Like, more is happening every week now that it goes on, because of the work of the first 200 episodes. So I just wanted to say that. Actually, no, we haven't invested enough time in teaching that person to be at their optimum level. And 10 would be an amazing member of staff that's really working 10 out of 10 for the business. What you can do is, if you're not careful, is you can veer off and you become friends rather than friendly. Or you can lose them and they become negative to the business. I really wanted to just get the point across to everyone listening that, you know, if you bring on new people, you've got to invest time in them first 90 days. And that stuff that we've been working on this year, say, right, okay, that's the finish date, this is the 5-year plan, this is what the business is going to look like at that finish date. Give yourself permission to have it. And every year I try and make it easier and easier, because I've got 400 family members, that's what I feel like they are, that, not that I know them all now, but you know, if I died today, you know, I'd hope that at least for a year everything would run tickety-boo, you know. This is what we've been discussing today. 3 parts of 3 things really. I've been saying to my clients, what do you want to achieve on the 31st of December 2019? And I said, really, you want to think about what your profit looks like at the end of the year. And once you know what you want your profit to be at the end of the year, we then need to know what turnover we need to achieve that profitability, because in most businesses, you know, if you know your profit level, you need to know what you need to turn. And then crucially, what management team do we need to make these 2 things happen? And it's really important that we think about the management team, because they're the people that will turn this into a business rather than a profitable job. And most people are building profitable jobs, and we want people to turn profitable businesses out of their efforts of being an entrepreneur. So we start with what profit we want to make. Then we say, well, how does the business need to look like in terms of revenue? And then we say, right, what management, what team do we need to make that revenue happen? Most people, when we've done this process, they all know what they want their turnover to be. They all know this thing here, and really you want to start with the profit first, second, and then third. The most famous plumber in this country is Charlie Mullins, but there'll be other plumbers that Charlie knows that run some other big companies that are plumbing businesses. So you need to build, not to celebrity status, but you need to be famous to the few people that are the main people in that industry. Why do we want to do that? For this one reason that becomes the magic of business. when you can pour opportunities to you rather than push for opportunities. This is what super successful people have in abundance. They pour opportunities to them rather than push for opportunities. So most businesses are working, so 80% work in the push part of the world and 20% pull opportunities to them. You know, when you became Sir something and something, or Lord something and something, or you're Prince William, or you're Prince Charles, or you're the Prime Minister, or you're the Minister of this, as soon as you get a title, or you're a doctor or a professor, once you've been given that accolade, you pour opportunities to you. People want you to go and do this thing for them. They want you to do this. They're asking you to do things for them rather than you saying, oh, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. These people that pour opportunities to them have influence. It doesn't have to be mega famous influence, they're famous to a few. When you push for opportunities, you don't get deals. My phone doesn't stop ringing, my emails don't stop coming with people trying to offer me opportunities all the time. I'm now pulling opportunities towards me. How I've done that is genuinely by doing this, building personal influence in your industry, famous to a few. I just networked, went out for coffee and cake, I called it, with people, and just got to know people.
So guys, here we are, we're talking about property entrepreneur right now. So we've done group coaching and we're here with Lee, who's been on the group coaching program. I'm taking the station. He's off to London to do another property thing. Check him out. You've got a YouTube channel, haven't you, Lee?
Yeah, I have. I've just started.
Plug yourself, go. What is it? Lee Curtin.
I think it's under my name.
Lee Curtin, because what he did there, he said, my name's Lee Curtin, and he said, he called his YouTube channel Lee Curtin. We're a big fan of that. Anyway, so we're going around, this is one of our residential properties that we own in Brentwood in Essex, home of Towie, ladies and gentlemen. And Lee's into property as well, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
I just want to rent this to a family because I want to concentrate on my main core business. But you, sir, you would do HMO service accommodation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, an area like this, service accommodation or HMO, gives you high cash flow, monthly cash flow, and that's what obviously a lot of people are looking at now, and a lot of strategies. Obviously some people are different, you know, it's not your core business, and you know, the disadvantages are it can take a lot of time, and that's what a lot of people don't have.
So the disaster for me was, so there's this thing called rent to rent in property, where if you own a property, I rent it off of you and then rent it out for a higher price and do service accommodation, HMOs. So I was the landlord, I rented it out to someone else, and the neighbours got the ump about it and they came out to go at me, and so I've just wanted an easier lifestyle, and I'm just going to rent it out to a nice family, hopefully for a very, very long time. So we've gone through the process now of completely refurbishing it. I think we'll put some shots of that over this video overlay, because that's the magic of camera. But what Lee says, you can make a lot more money doing it your way than my way.
Yeah.
I just say I don't want to be distracted from running my business, and that's why I prefer commercial property. So good thing, good thing. Thanks very much, Lee.
Let's go.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Really hope you earned loads. Now, here's a few things that you need to do. You need to hit subscribe so you're notified when we bring out a new video, and you can watch the rest of our videos by clicking here, and it gets better than that. If you want to come and spend the day with me and learn some real entrepreneurial stuff, come to my free Super Success Seminar. All the details of how you can come along to that are in the link in the description on the video. See you very soon. Bye-bye.